Thanks for joining us for today's Friday in the Lab, a weekly video blog segment from the Hireologists at Hireology. I am Erin Borgerson, the marketing coordinator, and today we'll be discussing illegal interview questions. Most of these questions you've probably been asked or even asked during an interview, but if you want to avoid a $40 million lawsuit, it's best to avoid these at all costs. Today I have my partner in crime here, our product development director, Margot, and she is going to assist me as we break down the 5 illegal interview questions and discuss what makes them risky things to ask during an interview. In today's video, I will play the candidate and Margot will play the interviewer. Alright, let's get started.
Hello Erin, and welcome to Company X. Here for our interview today, I have some questions for you, and I really just like to make it more of a conversation. I don't like to go off a script. So, first off, it says you went to Harvard, right? What year did you graduate?
Whoa, stop. That is our first illegal interview question because it infers age, and that is a big no-no according to the Civil Rights Act, which prevents employment discrimination based on age. So the lesson learned here is stay away from any questions where the candidate might have to tell you what their age is.
So Erin, where'd you grow up?
Some of you may be shocked by the fact that this is an illegal interview question. Why, you ask? Because it is illegal to discriminate based on national origin. Instead, you can ask things like, are you legally eligible for employment in the U.S.? But if you innocently ask where they are from and then you don't hire the person, they can proclaim that they weren't hired because of the response to your question, even if they had nothing to do with your reason. So avoid the risk and don't ask anything about their origin.
So this job's going to require a lot of traveling. Do you have kids that you'll need to care for?
Yup, you guessed it. Inquiring if a candidate has kids or is planning on having kids is totally illegal. An employer cannot refuse to employ someone based on their marital status, family status, or sexual orientation. A better way to find out if a person would need to be absent is to ask, do you have any commitments that could prevent you from meeting the work schedule as we discussed?
Now, we definitely don't want criminals working for us. Have you ever been arrested?
Another one bites the dust. Many of you might know the reason this is illegal, because many times a person can be arrested but not convicted of a crime. In this situation, it's best to ask if the candidate has ever been convicted of a crime.
In this job, you're going to be visiting a lot of clients. Do you own a car?
Our last question to avoid confuses many hiring managers because most are concerned that the candidate will need to be able to transport themselves frequently as part of the job. However, asking if a person owns a car is a way to determine the person's assets, which is a big thing to avoid. Instead, ask if there's anything that would interfere with the candidate getting to work.
That concludes today's version of Fridays in the Lab. We hope you enjoyed learning about illegal interview questions, and we will see you back here next week. Have a great weekend.